We just came back from the movies and we saw
Upgrade.
Upgrade. What is this movie about?
Okay, well, how do I say it without spoilers? It's in the future. I don't know how far. We missed the beginning of the movie, and it probably said,
His fault.
No, I wanted
His fault.
I wanted hot dogs.
Check the IG. No, check the IG stories. His fault.
Oh yeah. Follow our Facebook. All right, so
What's this movie about, Ryan?
main character gets paralyzed, right? So this guy comes to him asking if he could test out a piece of like his new robot stuff. If he could test out a piece of that in him to help him walk again. I think that's it. It's like super advanced, you know? I don't know how to say it without spoiling anything. You try. It's hard, dude.
Well, basically, the movie's about how a man's wife gets killed,
It's already a spoiler.
and then, what, don't they show that in the previews or something?
I don't think so. I've only seen the one preview of like the fight where he's like permission granted and then it goes ham. Like the first fight in that guy's house.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay. That's the only preview I've seen. So I don't know like what's a spoiler and what's not.
Okay. This guy has an accident happen to him, and then he gets an upgrade of new technology inside of his body. But something happens with the technology.
Honestly, should this just be a spoiler video? Because like there's the whole movie is just a bunch
That's
of
the plot.
The whole movie is just a bunch of twists and turns, so it's hard not to.
That's the plot.
You gotta like tiptoe around.
How did you like this movie, Ryan?
It was great actually. A lot better than I thought it would be. Like I thought it'd be good, but this is actually like a great movie. I weirdly liked the camera work a lot. Like it was anytime the technology stuff was active or like he was using it, the camera would move like a robot would move. Like I don't know, it would only move in like how would you describe it? It would only move in like a specific way.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it wouldn't have
It kind of
like
added to the robot being
yeah,
in control.
yeah, it
Kind of made you feel like the robot was taking over.
yeah, it
Give you
made,
that feel.
Yeah, it was so good. How did you feel about it?
Nah, it was all right. I mean, it was fun. It was interesting. I liked the fight scenes. I thought the ending was going to be something I predicted, but it didn't turn out exactly that way.
Yeah.
I had fun. I think it's worth a view. I probably won't watch it again, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just it's a fun movie.
Yeah. Definitely go see it though. What do you rate this movie out of 10 stars?
I just give it a 6.
I'll give it a 8, 7, 7.5. That's what I'll go with.
It was good though.
It was really good.
Go
yeah.
see it.
Spoiler alert.
Wish I knew what happened in the beginning. The very beginning.
Anyway, I'm just gonna assume in the beginning of the movie that we missed because I wanted hot dogs, that it said what kind of time
You're
period
welcome,
we were
by the
in.
way.
Yeah, thank you. I'm just gonna assume it said the time period because I obviously we missed it, so you know, I don't know.
Well, I just want to say the main thing I noticed as soon as we sat down and we're getting into the movie, you know, all the advanced technology that's going on, like the car driving by itself, and it just makes me think and worry about the future.
Yeah, me too.
And I really don't want a car that drives by itself and all the other technology that's going to happen, like computer chips in our bodies and stuff like that. I don't want none of. Hopefully I'm not here for that.
Yeah,
Robots
no.
are going to walk the world. I just don't want to be here for it.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
And I hope you
but-
guys survive when you guys get older.
Yeah, probably not. But anyway, so in the beginning of the movie, where we came in, they were just leaving. I'm not sure what they were doing. They were with like the super smart dude, the person who invented the computer chip that's gonna come into play later on, and they're driving in a car, and the car malfunctions, and they end up crashing and flipping over. Then like 4 robber dudes come up and kill the guy's wife and shoot him in the neck, and he's paralyzed. So he's in the hospital, and the person that they were with, he wasn't for any of the robot stuff. And the person who invented most of that stuff came into where his hospital was, and, you know, it's kind of the cliche, like, I have a way to help you. And, you know, he did it, obviously, and they put the robot in his neck.
STEM.
STEM, that's his name, yeah. STEM helped him walk and move again.
STEM looked like this little bug thing.
Yeah, it looked like a little
And like
8-legged bug.
Like, I guess attached to something in his neck.
Yeah. Like how it when he got shot in the neck, it like detached his spine, and how it seemed like that would like kind of help that.
How STEM connected it back together.
Yeah. Well, well, okay. We don't know if that's what happened, so maybe
Or whatever.
Maybe we just cut this all out.
STEM attached to his neck somehow, and just this little bug of a STEM is supposed to give him. I don't even know his name. What's his name? Do you even know his name? The main character.
Ray? Something like that? I don't know.
We do reviews. We don't even know their names.
Right.
No pen and pad here, people. This is straight off the dome.
Yeah.
STEM is supposed to help him with his bodily functions.
Help him move again.
Yes, so he's not a quadriplegic.
Quadriplegic.
It does bring his body movements back. He's up, he's walking, he's got little robotic movements kind of though.
Yeah.
And suddenly, a voice goes off inside of his head. And
Cliche.
it's STEM. He's like, who the hell is this? Hello? Hello? You've been there the whole time?
He thinks he's insane, when really it's the little robot that's in the back of his neck on his spine that's talking to him.
STEM.
And STEM is really smart, as you would guess.
Artificial intelligence.
Yes. Basically, whole movie is kind of a cliche, but that's okay, because the whole movie is kind of like that, you know, how if you make an AI, it's gonna become smarter because, you know, it's a freaking computer. It knows everything, so it's just gonna become smarter and smarter and take control for itself. That's pretty much the movie, but it's done perfectly. I really like this movie.
STEM at one point points out to the main character, Ray, as you called him. I'm not sure if that's his name.
Who knows?
But the main character was watching, drone footage of what happened to him and his wife.
Yeah.
And then STEM points out, hey, you see what I see? Can I point something out? This guy doesn't have a gun. It's coming out of his hand. The bullet's up.
Man, didn't
Like
know
Tony
we were watching
Stark.
an Iron Man movie. Hey.
He zoomed in on his little on his arm. And like he could read the whole, like, he got his address or whatever they
Yeah,
do in the future. I don't know. I'm not from it.
He was in the military and had a tattoo that it almost looked like a circular barcode, and it had like some sort of like it had like writing around it.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like in code or encrypted or something. So
STEM says, hold it up to your eyes
Yeah.
and I can read it. And
STEM was able to read it. Basically, he like made the picture really good because he was looking at it on a big screen and it was blurry. So STEM was able to almost like take control of the main character's body, and he just started moving his arm like that, and he worked almost like a printer with like a pencil, and he put it onto the paper. Then STEM was able to like read whatever it said, and it said like everything about him from when he was in the military.
and his address.
Yeah, and his address and
And
everything.
then the main character, we're going to call Ray, if that's his name.
Yeah.
He's like, you found him for me? So they end up going to see if this is, or they, but well, yeah, I guess they,
Yeah.
the main character and STEM, They end up going over to this guy's house and seeing if it's really him, and hey, it is. And then he starts to get in a little fight with him, but what does Stem say? You need to grant permission if you want me to take over or something?
He needs to grant permission to Stem if... He needs to give Stem permission to act on its own. So basically he's getting beat and he's about to be killed by this guy, and he grants Stem permission. Stem just totally murders the guy, literally.
I just did some Stem.
Anyway, so he keeps, he was going through finding the people that killed his wife, and then the person who created Stem, he didn't like the way it was being used or anything, so he tried to shut it down.
He didn't want him to go out finding these people.
Yeah, he wanted to keep Stem a secret.
Yes.
Basically, and he wasn't doing that, so he tried to shut it down, but he found a hacker that hacked Stem, and basically...
Whoa, Stem found a hacker.
Yeah, Stem found a hacker as it was getting shut down. So it found a hacker to hack... Stem found a hacker to hack Stem so that Stem could work again after it got shut down by the creator. But what Stem told the main character to tell the hacker actually made it so that Stem didn't need permission to do anything. So Stem took over the main character's body.
Yes, Stem can act on its own now after that.
Doesn't need any permission for anything. So, he... Finding the person who he thought hired or was paying the people to kill his wife.
Was his name Fishy?
Flynn, I think.
I don't know.
Something like that. But he finds out that Flynn was actually hired by the person who created Stem.
He was actually just about as good as Stem with his robotic bug.
Him and Stem were on like the same level.
In the end.
And something that's kind of ironic is in the very beginning of the fight, the main character starts getting emotional because the other guy starts talking about his wife, and the other guy tells the main character to not get emotional because that's going to ruin his thing. But the main character killed the other guy's brother, and then he starts talking about it, and the other guy gets emotional, and that's where he gets killed by the main character because he got emotional and started acting like, acting on his emotion and stuff, and then he killed him.
Rule number 5, show no love. Love will get you killed. 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson, get rich or die trying.
Anyway,
or Marcus.
He finds out that pretty much the person who put Stem in him set this all up.
Yes, he finds the recording.
Yeah.
The messages.
The message
to that other dude.
That the person who created Stem sent to like the person he thought was in charge.
Yes.
And he finds out that it was all a setup. The person who created Stem hired these guys to basically paralyze him, and his wife was just kind of an innocent bystander, I guess. But creator Stem hired these guys to paralyze him so that because the guy who created Stem had Stem in him, and Stem was controlling him and made him do this, so he can make the guy who created Stem, who also has Stem in him, put Stem into him because he was perfect. It's a whole confusing thing. Like, there's no way to explain it without seeing the movie. So, go see the movie.
I think you just did.
It's like, it sounds like nothing. Like, it sounds like it just doesn't make any sense, but it does. So basically, Stem was controlling the creator of Stem, and Stem wanted to be in the main character because Stem saw the main character as the perfect human life for it to be in. So Stem made the creator of Stem, who was also being controlled by Stem, hire these guys to paralyze the main character.
That's a lot that's a lot.
I know. Paralyze the main character so the guy who created Stem could go to the main character and convince him to let Stem control him so then Stem could take over.
So basically,
my brain hurts.
Stem the bug in the guy's neck was the one in control the whole time.
Yes, you did it. Oh my. Yes.
Stem the bug was telling the doctor guy who claims he created Stem that... Wait, what?
Stem was in control of everything.
Stem was in control of the doctor. He was telling the doctor to go visit this guy because that's the perfect, human specimen. And Stem wanted to be in that body in order to evolve.
Yeah.
And, upgrade.
And what ends up happening at the end is it's like a fight between the guy's like will and him trying to control himself and Stem. And Stem is pretty much winning until the guy like gets a gun up to him and he apparently shoots, but like he just kind of killed his part of it, and Stem takes control of his whole body. And the guy, the way that Stem said it was, he's finally in his head in a place where he wants to be. So basically he's with
like the virtual reality people.
Oh yeah, because the hacker, there's a bunch of virtual reality, there's a bunch of people just like in virtual reality, and he says, I don't get why anybody would ever want to do that, just live in a fake world. And the hacker said because the fake world is like way better than the real world, because like any mistakes are like not there and something like that.
Right.
And then at the end of the movie, the guy is pretty much in a fake world of his just own thoughts, and he's with his wife who's alive now, and he's really confused when really in the real world Stem took control of his body. And
it was actually a creepy moment for me.
Yeah,
to realize that he's like there but he's not.
Yeah.
And then Stem's just in control, and who knows what the hell's about to happen in this real world.
Yeah, basically in the real world his body is Stem, but in his head it was all a dream. So I thought they were pulling the whole "it was all a dream" cliche, when
I was
really
a little worried about that.
Yeah, when really it was like he is now in a dream, but in the real world, like his body could be totally like destroying everything and he wouldn't even know.
I actually thought it was going to end with them finding out that the doctor was behind it all, and I was like, oh yeah,
me too.
I could see this. I already see the ending coming. That's
Yeah.
what I thought was going to happen, but no.
It's like they set you up to think about every cliche that could happen, but then none of it happened.
Right.
Like they they were going straight towards it and they just kind of like swerved out of there,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that was.
That was awesomeness.
Anyway, so I think that's all the thinking I can do.
That's pretty much the movie right there. We covered it all. We talked about it. If any of you guys have seen Upgrade and we missed something, or you want to debate us on something we said or something that we didn't get right, because obviously
There's gonna be a lot.
We don't have our stuff together on this one.
It's like midnight, and right now it's probably my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
It's 15.
Like, comment, subscribe, share. Like us on our new Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. If you have seen the movie, comment what your favorite part was, and also criticize everything we did wrong.